Hi, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Welcome to Triple Burn Weights. For today's workout, all you will need is a variety of dumbbells. We're going to be doing exercises for the lower body, such as deadlifts and squats off the side. And then we're going to go to the upper body. We're going to do some biceps curls in an incline position, lying down, as well as standing. And we're also going to be doing some lighter work where we're doing rotator cuff type exercises. So make sure you choose your weight selection accordingly. Then we're going to move into 2 core exercises where you won't be needing the weights. I also have a loop, which is a medium tension resistance loop. So we're going to be elevating some of the exercises and also using the loop for the lower body set especially. So as it works with the triple burn workouts, we will be doing 2 lower body exercises, 2 upper body exercises and 2 core exercises. And each exercise will have 3 different intensity levels. We'll start off with the most intense and then get less and less so that we fully fatigue each muscle group before moving on. We'll start with a little bit of a warm-up, but if you are in a particularly cold climate, make sure you warm up extra and come back when you're ready. So, are you ready for this? Get all your equipment out of the way. We just want your mat. And if you have an elevation like a step, that's the best thing to use. But if you don't have that, you can probably get away with something else that's sturdy that you can step up on. If you don't have an elevation at all, then just don't do it with an elevation, which means you will still have an excellent workout, just a little bit heavier on the weights perhaps, or use a heavier tension resistance loop. Okay, enough talk. Let's just start bringing our feet forward with our toes up and our heels coming in front. Swinging those arms, tummies are in, shoulders are down and back, and we've got a nice bend in those knees. Just starting to warm up through the lower body, through the arms, through the core. A few more like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna go out to the side. This is old school aerobics warm up, swinging those arms to the side, but try to maintain control there, just tapping that toe, and as you come back into the center, having that semi-squat position with your weight in the heels. A few more like this, out and out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna tap to the back, and we're just going to make tricep extensions with the arms, just tapping behind. Tap and tap, warming up those bis and tris, leaning forward slightly. I like to hinge at the hips with a flat back. That will make sure that you're engaging your glutes a bit more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now go to the side and do a crescent, and then side, and then change. Crescent, side, change. So you're bringing your knee up, side lunge, then knee up. Side lunge, knee up. Trying to sink a little bit deeper so that you're warming up all through your hips, through your inner thighs, through your glutes. Nice dynamic stretching move. And around. A few more like this. And around. Really nice feeling that rotation through that hip. 2 more, and across, and around, and last 1, and around. Now just stay with these side lunges because this is going to simulate one of the first exercises that we do. Side to side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I just want you to stagger your feet, and we're going to come down and up, down and up. Now once you have your balance, mainly weight in the front heel, I want you to kind of tap that foot and put all that weight in and maybe lift off, okay? So this is simulating a single leg deadlift so that we're warming up those hamstrings, and your weight should be in the heel of the front leg. If you're finding lifting off too tough, then just stay like this. You come down as far as you feel comfortable. You don't have to touch the floor like me. 3, 2, and 1, and all we're doing is changing sides. So start kind of like this, coming down to your low point. Then once you've done a few, shift your weight forward And if you can, lift that back leg. Holding your tummy in, and one side is always going to be more wobbly. This is my wobbly side, but just pick a focal point in front of you. It will help you. And it's always good to challenge your balance no matter what you do, right? All the way. I like to keep my leg pretty straight for my deadlifts, but that's because I'm super flexible. So if you're not, then you might want more of a bend in the knee. 3 more. And 2. And last 1. Awesome job. Now just swing your arms across a little bit, warming that up like nice blades of a windmill whipping across. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then up and down, up and down. Long through those fingertips, pushing your shoulders down in opposition. Breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. So we're going to get started with lower body. Our first set, as I said, will always be the most intense. We're going to have step out to the side and do side lunges, okay? Now I'm going to use my resistance loop and I'm going to put it just above the knees, okay? And I'm going to try and maintain a distance there so that when I step out, it doesn't kind of roll up too much. Now you choose your weights. I'm going to use 5 kilo weights, which is quite conservative, but I've been doing quite a lot of weights work the last few days, so I'm a bit sore. So 5 kilo weights, keeping in mind that we are going to elevate for the first set. So put your leg on. I like to just tap up, then come down and down. Tap up, come down first, and then come down. So that's the best way of doing it so that you get a nice base of support and then come down. So first of all, your leg is kind of bent here and then it straightens as you sit back. Tap up and sit back. As you sit back, I want a nice flat back. And you come down to your low point. You can just come up here. Once again, I'm hinging forward because I like to work my glutes, and that's putting the weight in the heel of this leg that's on the floor. And you should already be feeling that, right? Straight sets because we're holding weights and we're trying to do everything nice and controlled. I'm just doing straight sets here to get your body used to it. And down. Tap up, across, and down. Getting a nice stretch through the inner thigh of the leg that's on the step. Let's go for 5. Tap, down, 4, and down, 3, and down, 2, down, and last one, and down. Now I'm going to lose the weights and I'm going to keep the band, maybe try it under your knees, and we're going to do that a little bit faster. So we're going to come up and we're going to come down. We're going to come up and we're going to come down. So now we don't have the weights, you can actually come all the way into that side lunge straight away. So safely down. You need to control it. Keep the band above the knees. I tried below and it didn't kind of go too well. And down. So I'm tapping the ground, but you don't need to. You can definitely just come to your low point as long as you've got good form. Tap up, come down safely. Stretching this leg at the bottom. Make sure your stance is wide enough so you're getting a good stretch there. 8, and down, 7, down, 6, and down, 5, across, 4, and 3, and 2, and last one. Now I'm going to take off my band, oops, and I'm just going to use my weights. If you want to drop down, you can. And we're doing this on the floor now. So we're going to sink low and tap it in. Sink it low and tap it in. So this is a lot easier. Make sure you're squeezing every muscle in that body. As you come down, send your booty to the back. See how I'm leaning forward? Weight is in the heel. Tap it in. It's all the way back. Tap it in. Squeeze. As long as your back is flat, you can go low. The lower you go, the more you're going to feel it. Clench your butt cheek to help you up. That's the exercise. You're pushing off your heel and you're clenching your butt cheek. Come on, this is the last level, the easiest level, then we're switching sides. How about 8 more? And tap. 7, nice wide stance. 6, you're transferring the weight. 5, onto the supporting leg. 4, shoulders are back. 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. Put that down for a second. Swing your arms. So your arms are going to feel this too, just holding onto those weights. So we're going to the other side now. Move your step. Put on your band again just above the knees. Nice and flat. And we're going to grab those weights again. Always safely. Step your foot in the middle of the step. We're going to come up, down, down. It's up, then wide, straighten. It's tap, down, then straighten. Don't do it too fast. Take your time. You can even do it slower than me. Tap and down. Weight is in the heel here, so you should be able to wiggle your toes. Tap and breathing now. And down. Tap and squeeze. Push up through those glutes. Now, if the weights are ever too much, maybe drop one. Just hold on to one weight and down. 6 more. Down. 5. Good cardio factor. 4. Using larger muscle groups. 3. And down. 2. Down. Last one. And down. Okay, lose the weights. So remember, a little bit faster now. Are you ready? Down and tap up. Down and tap up. So now you're pushing off the heel and you're really coming down in a more fluid motion. Down, tap up. Remember that stretch for the inner thigh? Don't miss out on here. You want to maximize your dynamic stretching. It will help you to recover more quickly. And up. Again, if this is too fast, go at your own pace. Down. You can always pause the video and do more reps and then press play when you're ready. And up. 8. Up. 7. Doesn't matter what you're doing with your arms. 6. You reach to your low point. 5. 4. And 3. 2 and 1. Finish it. Take off your loop and grab your weights again. And we're going to the same side, tapping that leg, coming down, tap in, down, tap in. Transferring that weight from one side to the next. Down and in. Never rounding the back as you come down, always nice and flat. Down and in. Keep breathing, keep stretching long. Really try to push off that heel to help you come back up, using more glutes. Down and in. 8 and 7. Take breaks as you need to. 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, excellent job. Now for the next one, we're going to be doing deadlifts, and I'm going to use my loop, and I'm also going to elevate my heels on some little weights. Okay, so I'm going to use my heavier weights, my 7-kilo weights, which is about 15 pounds. I'm just going to elevate my heels on my weights. I'm going to do this on an angle so you can see better. So elevate your heels. Make sure your weights are in front of you and keep your loop. It doesn't really matter so much because you're not moving your legs as much in this one. It can be above or below the knee. Now, pick up your dumbbells safely. Shoulders are down and back, tummy's in. Your weights are going to be close to your legs, and you're going to keep them quite straight with a micro bend in the knee. The straighter the better, you'll get the hamstring more, but if you're not flexible, just bend more. And we're just going to go down for 2, up for 2, squeezing the glutes. Down for 2, up for 2. The key is to push through the heels to get back up and to keep a flat back. Do not come down to the point where your back starts to round, okay? Down for 2, up for 2. Are you feeling this? Elevating those heels really makes a difference. I've got my legs wide enough so that loop is activating my outer thighs. So you want to make sure there's a gap between your legs so you can feel that tension. Then squeeze it all the way up. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Down and up. Keep your shoulders back. Engage by squeezing your shoulder blades together a little bit. And up. 5 more. Down for 2. Up for 2. This is 4. And up. And 3. All the way. And 2. All the way up. Last 1. And up. Step off that. Put your weights down for a second. Now we're not going to elevate the heels for this next one. Make sure your legs are wide and then turn out your feet for that one, okay? So turn out your toes. Legs are slightly wider so you're really engaging those outer thighs and maybe a bit of inner thigh. Pick up your weight safely. Shoulders are down and back. And we're going to go down 3, up 1. Really plant your heels. In through the nose. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. All the way down, slow. Squeezing up by pushing those heels into the floor and squeezing your glutes. 1, 2, 3, and up. Keep your hands close to those legs. You want to protect your shoulders here. Roll them back. 2 more like this. And up. Last one. Now we're going to go down 1, up 3. Down 1, 1, 2, 3. Down 1, 1, 2, 3. You're going to your low point and you're bending as much as you need to in those knees. Down 1, 1, 2, 3. I'm keeping my legs fairly straight because that's how I like it. 1, 2, 3, but you can bend a lot more. Down 1, 1, 2, 3. Flat back. Down 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go for 4 more. Down 1, 1, 2, 3. This is 3, 2, 3. This is down 2. And this is the last one. 1, 2, 3. Nice job. Put that down safely. Just circle through your wrists. Take off your loop. Now, I'm going to finish off with narrow stance and a bit more bend in my legs. You choose if you prefer that or if you prefer the wide stance again. So I'm just keeping a little gap, shoulders down and back, and I'm going to go down 2, up 2 to start, just to get a feel, and then I'm going to change this to singles. So once you get the feel for it, up 2, 2 more like this, up 2, weight is in the heels, last one, up 2, now I want singles, down and up. See, I've got more bend in my knees on the down than I did with the others, down and up. This is really hitting my booty. Squeeze it on the way up, tummy's in, shoulders back, and up, down and up. You should be able to wiggle your toes here. Squeeze it up. How about 8 and up? 7. This is almost like a squat deadlift. 5 and up. 4, very aerobic. 3, 2, and last 1. Fantastic job. Put down those weights safely. Now we're going to move on to upper body, and we're going to do biceps curls, and I'm going to use my step and do lying biceps curls out to the side. Okay, so I'm going to put my mat on there to protect my back, and I'm going to start off just using my 3.5 kilo weights, which is approximately 8 pounds. Okay, now if you want to, you can also use your lower abs here and activate those by lifting your legs. I find that's really good because it takes any arch out of your back. So lie all the way down. If you want to, join me by bringing your knees up. And the key is to come down and have your hands quite far away from the step, as if they're in a V or a W shape. Then you're going to keep your elbows tucked in towards the step, and we're just going to lift up towards the bicep and come back down. You're not going to actually rest your hand down there. You're just tapping. So it's up and it's down, and it's slow and controlled. You choose an angle where you really feel the bicep engaging. You want to try and bring your arm out a little bit straighter at the bottom. So just with a little bend, but that's the reason why I'm asking you to bring it out in that V shape, so that you feel more of that pull as you bring that weight towards your shoulder. Are you feeling that? If you don't feel that at all, you may need to increase your weight a little bit. Now, if you want to follow me, you can extend your legs, and that's going to engage your lower abs. Hold your belly button to your spine. This is slow and controlled. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you can put it down for a second, maybe roll up, maybe press through the forearms a little bit, swing your arms. Now we're going to go back down, and we're going to alternate our weights and keep them more in line with the body. So you can do hammer curls here. So you're holding it with the weight facing upwards. So roll yourself back down. Make sure you're comfortable. Start off with your feet tucked in, your back is down. So you're coming down, and then you're coming down with the other side. Keeping your arms tighter to the step, not flaring out now. Down and down. Now if you want to follow me, how about half the time we keep one leg up, and then we're going to switch it. Okay, try to push your lower back into that step. So you're pushing and you're pulling. You really need to be controlled on the way up and on the way down. Now switch those legs, and the bottom leg doesn't have to be as low as mine, just where you're comfortable, but you should feel your lower abs engaging. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Now put that down. We're going to not elevate this next one. So you can put your mat and your step out of the way. We're going to stand and use the same weights. Now I want you to start with hammer, and we're going to twist out to the side. This is how we're finishing. Nice twisting curls. So standing up, so much easier, right? Still hitting the same biceps muscle, but less shoulder now, and much more controlled. The step actually creates a smaller range of motion, so it means you can't swing your arms, which makes it so much harder, right? Here you can get a little bit of momentum, making it easier, but don't cheat. Push and pull, so you are controlling on the way up and on the way down. A few more here, and then we're going to switch it up. 6 more. Twist at the top. And 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Put those down. And now I'm going to use my loop around my wrists, and I'm going to use my lightest weights, and these are just 1 kilo weights, and you'll see why in just a second. So you want to start with your elbows by your waist and your palms up. We're going to pull out, then we're going to shift our weights to the front like a hammer curl and come up with the elbows. So it's pull out with the palm up, then twist your palms towards each other and up with the elbows. Now you need to be really controlled here and push down against your shoulders as you come up. Pull out wide, come up, almost like a lateral raise, but depending on how tough your loop is, mine is super tough, you're not going to be able to pull out very far. So you need to try and gauge it and up. So you're pulling out, keeping those elbows tucked in, and then lifting the shape of the arms. Not many more. How about 5 more? This is super tough. 5. And up. Twisting those wrists is a key. 4. Nice soft legs. And up. Ooh, 3. And up. 2. Really feeling this in the shoulders. Last one, and up. Nice job. Now lose your loop, and I'm going to switch to slightly heavier weights, which are 1.5 kilos or just over 3 pounds. Same stance, weights in front, palms up. It's out to the side, it's twist and up. Twist and out, twist and up. So now your arms are going to be more of a 90-degree angle on the up. It's out, it's up, still super tough. And breathe through it. Oxygenate your muscles. They will thank you for it. You can break through that lactic acid burn with a bit of extra oxygen. And up. It's out to the side, twist and up. Make sure you're pushing down your shoulders as you bring your elbows up, okay? 6. Up. 5. Up. Come on. 4. And 3. And burning, burning. 2. And last one. And up. Now switching to your lightest weights. We're going to switch it up a little bit. We're just going to do rotations for 20, okay? Elbows are in, rotate out and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoulder blades together. 9, 10. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll your shoulders. Deep breath in, hands are up, just 20 side lateral raises. 1, 2, push your shoulders down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slow it down if you need to. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job. Right, so we're coming down to do some abs. We're going to start off with the loop around our arms, just underneath the elbow. Now I want you to come down and I want you to cross your legs over. We're going to keep our arms engaged by pulling out slightly on the loop, and we're going to try and put our fingertips towards our head. We're going to tap our toe down and then crunch everything in and down. Everything in and down. So once you have this exercise, I want you to start lengthening the bottom leg. It's going to make it so much harder. everything in and down. So you're bringing your uppers up and your lowers up. And you really want to make sure you're pulling out on the band. Everything in and down. 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Nice job. We're going to switch that up. Start with bent legs. Hands are by your temple. Everything in and down. Everything in and down. Up and down. Are you pulling out on your elbows? Now extend that bottom leg and down. You're squeezing your uppers and your lowers together. In and down. In and down. So hard. Feeling every part of the core. 6 more. 5 more. If you need to bend your leg, you can. 4 and 3 and 2 and last one. Oh, take off the loop. The next one, we're going to keep our hands behind our head and we're going to do the same thing. Cross it over. We're doing the same thing, keeping our elbows out, but now you've got your head supported and you don't have to come up quite as far. So it's in and down, starting with that bent leg and down. In and down. Now straighten that leg. In, down. You don't need to come as far down with the leg. It's a tiny motion. I know it's super tough. And down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Cross your legs the other way. Deep breath in here, hands are back and just start in and down, tiny taps and a tiny lift. You're just lifting the top of your shoulders. And now last little bit with the legs straight and up and up. You don't have to come all the way down with that leg. Breathe out in the middle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Now we're going to keep the upper body down and just do the lower body, okay? So cross it over, push your hands on the side and press your palms into the mat and just lift up. Now I want you to slightly lift up your tailbone, in and down. Now if you want, straighten the leg. Once again, we're not coming down a lot now, but I want you to try and lift off. Lift off, not with momentum. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the other way, starting bent. Just lift off a tiny bit. Tiny motion, not a big deal. In, and now if you want to, straighten that leg. You do not have to straighten the leg. Up to you. Up. Up. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Last little bit now for the obliques. So I'm going to use my loop again. I want you to put your loop around your wrists and we're going to sit with our feet elevated to start off with on some weights. So you want to have your feet elevated with the weights quite close together, just your toes tapping on there, okay? Toes only, not your whole foot. And there's no weight on there. So I want you to sit up straight, breathe in through the nose, breathe out and C-curve back so that your belly button's in and your chest is forward. Pull out on that loop and we're going to come back and come up. Start off very simple and up. Now in a second, we're going to start lifting our feet up and we're going to start twisting our arms to the side. So we're going to come down and up, down and up. Just stay on the one side for now. Down as the legs come up. Then you're tapping again very lightly. Down and up. Really twist. And are you pulling out on the loop? Twist and up. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. Come on. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Same thing to the other side. Up. Now one side may be harder to rotate than the other, but just do your best. Lifting those legs. It's almost like a little pendulum. So as your arms move, it's almost like it's causing your legs to come up, engaging the lower abs as you engage the upper abs and obliques. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now we're going to lose the loop. Just going to give myself a little bit more space. We're going to keep our feet on the same way, so just the toes are down. We're going to come back into that C curve position. Really make sure that you've got that curve with your belly button in and your spine is curved. And we're going to start coming back and up. Same thing, but this time our fingertips are joined. No loop, so your shoulders are not engaged this time. Back and up, back and up. So in a second we're going to do that same thing we just did, but instead of chopping down with straight arms, we're going to keep our arms in this position. Just bring our elbow to the back. So it's down and up, down and up. So it's not quite as deep a rotation, and you're still lifting those legs and up. And you don't have to come all the way down. You can literally just come here. That's going to work your hip flexors a lot more. So you might feel that. So you might want to come down here anyway. But if your hip flexors are strong but your obliques are weak, then start staying up higher and work your way down. Another 4 and 3. Twist through your waist. 2 and 1. Same thing other side. Twist and tap. 2, 3, 4. If you fall back, don't worry. Just get back up all the way. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. So your hip flexors here are going to be feeling it. I understand that. They will get stronger. Now all we're doing is planting our feet for the last one. We're going to roll it back again. And instead of lifting our legs, we're going to keep it fully planted and we're just going to chop side to side. This is our last segment, our last exercise. So I really want you to go low and twist through the waist with a figure 8 motion and really start to open that up, side to side. Keeping your feet down, side to side. Come on. Finish it strong. Last little bit. Can you get down lower? Can you twist further over? Side to side for 8, 7, straight arms, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Awesome job. You did it. Let's just sit sideways and stretch that out. Congratulations, that was your total body workout. Using weights for predominantly most of it, especially lower and arms. The core got enough work with just using your body weight, so you don't always need to add weights. The loop was just a nice way of engaging, just swing your legs around to the other side, of engaging your shoulders at the same time. And it also helps you keep perfect alignment, having the loop around both arms at the same time. So it's a good thing to get into habit because we always have a weaker side. Last time, reach and reach. And reach. Nice job. Just bring your legs in front and just come down, point and flex. So we had a lot of hamstring engagement today, especially with those deadlifts. So you want to make sure you really stretch that out. And what we're going to do is come up and come into a runner's lunge, one leg forward, and just open it up, pushing your hip through. You can be up here or you can come down here. And I'm just opening up through the front of my hip, feeling that stretch, stretching that hip flexor, and then again coming back and lightly bend pressing my knee to get a deeper stretch. Bend press. Nice job. One more time forward, one more time back, and then just come to the side and pull that heel in towards your glute, pushing that hip backwards. That feels really good. And then just bring that leg up, and that's going to stretch your inner thigh as well as your hamstring. Pull that towards you. You can point or flex here. Hold on where you're comfortable. If you prefer to hold on here, you can. And then I'm just going to come down into a figure 4 stretch, pushing my chest towards that leg and trying to push my knee away. That's going to intensify the stretch on that glute. And then coming back up. Now the other leg is forward in that runner's lunge and really stretching through that back hip. Breathing through it. Only ever stretch where you're comfortable. You don't want to overstretch. Now come back. And you can slightly bend press through the back of that leg to increase that extension there. And forward again. And then back one more time, maybe a bit deeper. Then coming to the side and just pulling that heel in, stretching the quad, the front of the thigh. Then bringing that leg up, pulling it in towards you, but also pushing slightly to the back. That will increase the stretch for the inner thigh. And then turning towards it and putting your foot on top of the other knee, pressing your chest towards that, pushing your knee back, feeling your glute stretching. Nice job, just sitting cross-legged. We're going to interlace, push in front and separate those shoulder blades. Then come up overhead, maybe palms to the ceiling and side to side. That feels good. Now push away, come down, interlace and pull up, and that's going to stretch out those biceps that we worked so hard. And then just across the body for your shoulders and other side. That feels so good. One more time. Push your shoulder down and across. And finally, just to stretch out our core a little bit, come into a cat-cow. Push your spine up to the ceiling. Then relax and look up. One more time, all the way out. And looking up. And that is it. Thanks so much for joining me for Triple Burn with Weights. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next segment.